Step into the ring, it's a wild ride. Jamie and Lauren with their ropes untied. Chairs are flying, rules denied. Professional, unprofessionals with chaos so unintentional. Smackdown stories off the wall. Professional, unprofessionals. No holds barred, no referee. Two voices body slamming your feet. It's not a show, it's a pedigree. Professional, unprofessional. Professional, unprofessionals with chaos so unintentional. Smackdown stories off the wall. Professional, unprofessionals.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Professional Unprofessional podcast. I don't know if I got that the right way around. I'm always getting it wrong. Yay, I got it right. Okay, my boss says we're good. So today we have hopefully someone that me and Lauren are going to break, because this person belongs to the regime. Did I do that right, Joey?
You know, it's the regime and then it's that. You know, a lot do that when they say regime, it's not. JC says regime, that's your cue.
Right, okay. I'll practice for next time. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Lauren. Would you like to do the introduction?
No, because I'm just going to call him a footstool.
That's what I was going to do. I'll let you do it anyway, because, yeah, I was going to do the exact same.
So, as Jamie said, member of the regime, True Grit. I want to say fan favourite because you are, even though you are part of the most hated faction I think I've ever known. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the absolutely wonderful Joey Slade.
Yay.
Thank you.
Not only a member of the regime, but from our side of what we like, member of Hellbound.
Yeah.
Are you still technically with Hellbound because you're a bell end with the regime?
No, so we've discussed this, right? The Hellbound beef has been squashed. It was just True Grit that I'm away from Hellbound. Everywhere else with them, everywhere else we're a unit, we're a family. We get through good times, bad times together. Just True Grit. Just True Grit. And they've let me have that. I beat 2 out of 3 of Hellbound, so I think I'm allowed to sway away from them just for one company.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, but you could have picked better company to have aligned yourself with, though, mate.
Look, I mean, we're a very successful faction. I've just got to say, like, we've had the tag team championships. We've had more main events than anyone else, or we've been at least involved in more main events than anyone else. I mean, Riley Nova's our champ. What can I say?
I mean, if we take attitude out of the equation, there's not many better people you could be aligned with other than people like Riley Nova and Franco Fate.
Very true. And more importantly, has anyone else in the history of True Grit, I could be wrong, I'm not, a data expert, has anyone else dressed up as us for Halloween? Or any other wrestler? Has anyone dressed up as a wrestler?
To be fair, that was fucking incredible.
I could not believe it. How has that happened?
You say they dressed up as us. You had a literal footstool as your part of it.
Yeah, like, mine wasn't a person wearing a costume. Mine was more an object. But I mean, I've had a photo with this footstool now.
That has to be the thumbnail for this.
I mean, on the internet, it was just. I don't even know what to say about it. Really, I remember getting the photo just before. It was about a week before the event, and the family sent JC the photo of them all dressed up as the regime. They must have done like a dress rehearsal, and I'm baffling is the word I think I'm going to use. Baffling.
Do you know what? The best thing for me was, so obviously, context for anyone who wasn't at the last True Grit show, or anyone who doesn't know True Grit. True Grit is ran by JC, who we've already seen on this podcast before. He is the head of the regime. True Grit is run by the regime. The heavyweight, is it the heavyweight champ or the world champ?
Well, technically, it's not been defended around the world, so I'd say heavyweight.
Okay, so the heavyweight championship is held by Riley Nova, also part of the regime, and
held by the regime is
So
what is it? It's Franco, Brady, and then it's Sash is technically allowed to prance around like he owns the place, aren't they?
No, Brady got kicked out. It's
not Brady.
Brad Matthews.
Brad Matthews.
Why did I say Brady?
Boy,
Does not work.
But yeah, this of the family who are regulars at True Grit decided to turn up as the regime. Mum, confident as anything. I would absolutely love to have that woman's confidence, walking around in the tiniest little booty shorts. Kid, my favourite was the kid dressed as Franco Fate, as they walked in the door, took a Sharpie off me, and literally just started scribbling on the kid in Sharpie. And I was like, that's going to be on him for days. But the kid was overjoyed.
Yeah, we had the full beard drawn on and everything, and muscles drawn on. And the baby, this was the best. The baby was JC. And the best chant of the night had to be, "It's got more hair than you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that the dad dressed up as Sash looked like something out of Bo Selector.
Oh my God, Sash. Oh my God. The
mask.
mask like that.
I'm pretty sure that mask is something from Beetlejuice. Like,
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
It was incredible. My thing is how they got Sash's gear so spot on.
I know.
Did
they raid his gear? Like, they had to have done, surely.
That's just got fully custom gear. Like, the fabric obviously isn't custom, but like the gear itself, it's one of a kind. So how he's found either a replica or found someone to make something so spot on. Hats off.
That was incredible. And obviously they had the kid wearing the Riley Ronseal shirt. That was also very good. I was genuinely just so enamored with that family. I was like, you are all incredible. I wish I had any of that like talent to be able to pull that off, because
how mind-blowing is it for you though to have someone like dress up as you, or like do a character based on something you're involved in?
I mean, if they dressed properly like me, I'd be flattered. But I mean, you can't really be flattered with the selection that we got. I was a stool. Stash had a massive nose. There's a baby in their pants dressed as Franco. Like, I'd love to say that we're all like massively humbled by it, but I think humbled is in terms of ego. Like that. I mean, it's very cool. It's very cool that there is anyone on that show that family could have dressed up as, especially because they've dressed up as in Serico before. I know that it's the kids' fan favourites.
Yeah.
So the fact that they've picked us, the fact that we've built a faction that people legitimately want to dress up at and humiliate in whatever way possible, whether that's a tweet on social media, whether that's a costume, whether that's just like a little passing remark as we're backstage or we're going to the toilet. It's very cool. It's very cool to see what we've built, because no other company has started the regime. It's a True Grit in-house built faction. It's a in-house built empire, and it's just insane to see the popularity of it compared to literal tag teams that have been around British wrestling for years. I mean, they've just retired Crashboat, and we got rid of Nashboat, but they came back as well. But you know, there's these teams that have been around the block for years, and yet still people would prefer to be dressed as us, which I find incredible. I find that.
It's one of those things, isn't it, of sort of, yes, it's insulting and whatever, but the fact that they care enough about you to go that far to insult you shows you've done your job right.
And equally, they're paying the tickets, aren't they? So I'm still getting my wage. So can't complain there. But yeah, very, very right in terms of it's so cool that we are that hated. We are that hated that people are willing to spend money on a costume and get it so accurate, but so inaccurate at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, the dad probably did spend a pretty penny on that suit, to be fair.
Yeah, that's got to be expensive.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of it, like the kid in the pants, not an expensive outfit, you know, pants and a Sharpie. But the dad had made sure he was in top quality gear. Honestly. I mean, you're doing it now, right? This is what I was about to ask you. You're doing it now. The arms, right? I said when we had JC on the podcast, I went, "You're a dick," because I automatically stand like that. That is how I have always stood.
Same.
And now I've noticed every time you lot come out, I'm stood like this, and then you lot do it, and I'm like, motherfucker, I can't stand like that anymore.
That's the point. We're meant to get under people's skins for things that people will do every day. They'll now associate with us. And I think that is mainly probably the reason why our popularity has kind of skyrocketed a little bit, because you're doing something like an everyday thing where you're crossing your arms and you're thinking, oh God, it's the regime from True Grit. Or, you know, you hear a certain song and you think, oh, that's Riley Nova's song, like I'm the man. You know, that whole song is quite a popular song. Same with if you're a metal fan and you're listening to Franco Fates and Brad Matthews, or if you're thinking about money, if you're thinking about checks, you're immediately thinking about Sash. You're looking at a goddamn stool and you're thinking of me. Like, you know, these little everyday items that people are just subconsciously thinking, oh my God, it's True Grit Wrestling, and more importantly, the regime. And I think that is kind of probably why the cross arm thing got so popular, is because people do just naturally find themselves in that.
I am physically having to stop myself doing it right now. I am not, nor will ever be associated with the regime. I am not doing it. No.
Do you enjoy playing that sort of that character, or do you enjoy the face work that you do elsewhere more? Or is it a bit of both? Depends on the crowd.
I will say a lot of what JC has picked out from me, like genuinely, is all real. A lot of what he said is legit. When I turned 18, I messaged JC and I said I was 18. Can I be back on True Grit? I legitimately did beg for a booking. A lot of people think that this is some sort of character where I'm this like little bum kisser and I'm like really trying to get the opportunities at True Grit. Yeah, that kind of reflects who I am as a person. True Grit was always a company that I was very interested in working in. And then I got that little moment in 2023, and then there was a little bit of a kerfuffle with my age at the time, and I kind of had to be a certain age to come back. So that is why when I turned 18, I sent JC that message and I said, look, I'd love to be back if there's a position for me. And yeah, he threw me in the deep end against Brady, who is genuinely was one of my mentors. Not anymore, we turned on him. But genuinely, a lot of people think that how I act at True Grit is a facade, and I'm very different in real life. A lot of it you'll find similarities in between being anywhere else in True Grit. True Grit is a place that I'm very passionate about, but I just show my passion differently. You know, I'm not afraid to go. You know, I'm not afraid to join the regime. I'm not afraid to take these little risks at True Grit. Whereas a company like Win Wrestling or Future or House of Pain, which is my home, I more show it to the fans. I show my love and appreciation to the fans rather than the company, whereas True Grit is more me desperately trying to stay within the company, which is also very real. I would hate to lose True Grit as a booking, genuinely. And I think anyone that has ever worked for that company would say the same. Even if they just came in for a one-off, I think even a Luke Jacobs would come in and they go, flipping out. That show was great. And I've never had anyone badmouth True Grit, and I think that's so special.
Speaking of special, though, you are special. You started wrestling when you were how old?
I started training when I was 9 years old.
So itty bitty baby. And how old are you now?
I'm 19 now.
Oh dear, right. You're a 10-year veteran of wrestling. Let's put it that way, because you started training.
Veteran, yeah.
we're putting it in the words of like 10 years is a long time in wrestling, regardless of whether that's start training or not. But 10 years you've been at this. You are 19 years old. How fucked is your body going to be by your 30s?
I was very, do you know what? I will say this, right? And I'll shout out my two trainers right now, Styx, and more particularly at the start of my career, it was always Styx and Paul Malin. And I've made a conscious effort to mention Paul Malin's name because I've wrestled him recently for the first time in years, and I met him for the first time in years. And he was a real big help at the start of my career. And all these podcasts, I only mention Styx. He deserves a credit as well. Malin deserves a massive credit. And what they both taught me is when I was young, my body was very much still developing. So I wouldn't take a lot of the bumps. I wouldn't get lifted off my feet. So like a suplex or a body slam, I didn't take until I was, post-COVID is when I came back. I was 14 years old by then, and I thought, right, if I don't do it now, mentally, I don't think I'll ever prepare myself for it, because it got where I was old enough to take the bumps. I was just too scared to at that point, because I was so used to not doing it. And I think because they protected me so much with that, it has kind of preserved my body a little bit. Although I've been doing it for 10 years, I feel like I've been doing it a lot less. Although I will say, I've started a job about a year ago, and I've realised recently I need to start stretching more, and I have. Like, my body is slowly at the top of the shoulders. I'm thinking maybe I need a physio or something, but yeah, it's struggling now. But for a good 9.5 years, it was, really protected.
Right, Lauren, how sick do you feel that is a literal fetus?
I know, he's a baby. It's really nice to hear, though, that you were so well protected when you were younger. Like, it's one of the things that always gets my back up when schools will take children, because I'm like, no, they've not developed enough. They're not safe to be bumping. I know there are schools out there that will do rope running and the like footwork and all that kind of stuff, which is great. But there are also places that will allow 6-7-year-olds to take full bumps, and I'm a bit like, it scares me. But I think Sticks in particular doesn't get enough credit around the scene for the people he has trained. Like, I feel like Future Shock gets, especially around here, Future Shock and Sam Bailey in particular always get the credit of, there's so much great talent have come out of Future Shock. New Wave are now getting bigged up massively with Flash and Mandrews, but there's so much talent up sort of the Yorkshire way that has come through House of Pain. And I don't think they get the credit that they deserve. Like, there's a lot of people that I've sat there and gone, well, where on earth are they training? And then you kind of go, they're going to be one of Sticks's. And then you find out that they are, and you're like, makes a hell of a lot of sense now. Like, I remember seeing Sticks wrestle back in like 2017 and being amazed at the time of being like, this guy's great. And then he just sort of vanished. Yeah. But obviously, since we've started coming up Yorkshire way, I've obviously realised that there's a reason he vanished, and it's because he's producing the next generation. So yeah, it's really nice to hear that you were protected that much. And in a way, COVID must have helped you then, because it gave you that break and you kind of had to come back and go, okay, do it now.
Yeah, COVID was the turning point for me. I think genuinely a lot of people say that COVID was the worst years of their life. I think if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be in half the positions I am now. And I'm kind of grateful that it happened, or at least some sort of lockdown or some sort of break where I couldn't wrestle for a while, because what it gave me was a chance to go, okay, I'm not this 9-year-old kid anymore. I'm a teenager now. I'm starting to grow. I'm 5'6". I'm now 5'7". I don't think I'm going to grow anymore. Wrestling stinted that. But it gave me the chance to go, right, now that I've had this big break, I want to come back more than ever. And when I come back, do I want to be like I was before, or do I want to elevate myself? Do I want to push myself? And it was a real big thing for me. And I've always said this, that the lowest point of my career was COVID, because the government had a rule where under 16-year-olds couldn't go back to normal, like theatre or sports. So a lot of the adults were coming back to House of Pain, were coming back to wrestling. And I was seeing on my Facebook, people were training and people were back in the ring, and I couldn't. And the one thing that Sticks, once again, he's always protected me. He's always wanted what's best for me. He used to drop my dad a text message every single day saying, I will find a way to get him back. I will find a loophole. I will find a way around this. Until he did. I think it was something like, if you were rehearsing for a show, you could go under 16. And that was the kind of, it wasn't even a loophole, because wrestling is a performance and you do have to train and rehearse for it.
Yeah.
But as soon as he said that, and as soon as he found that, and he went out of his way to find it just so I could come back, I knew I couldn't be the person that I was before it. I knew that I had to step up. I knew that I had to work harder because someone has gone out of their way to bring me back to wrestling, and I knew that I had to do something to thank them. And I think with Styx, it's always put in the hard work and get to where he thinks you're capable of, and he will take that as a thank you. He will take that as your appreciation for him.
Oh, it's really nice to hear somebody like being so grateful. Like normally, like the people we mainly talk to are a lot older and they're just a bit more like jaded and arsey now. It's nice hearing it come from such a young kid, and it's like, yeah, okay, you can tell that it's, well, for a start, you can tell it's a completely different generation. Because like even with me, like I am a jaded old asshole now. Like just how it is. Wait till you hit 35, sweetheart. It just goes downhill. Like you're pulling that face like it's really old, you bell end. I'm swearing at a literal child. What am I doing?
And they say the regime are the bad ones.
I know, right? And I am the biggest heel going, but you know, everyone likes me apparently. I don't know why. We've done too much wrestling talk, Lauren.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do your trick, and I'm gonna call Joey out on something here and be, yeah. So, firstly, I'm going to continue the wrestling a little bit by questioning you about what the belt is that's hung up behind you. And then, second of all, after that, I want you to show everybody what you took down to put the belt there.
Oh, beautiful. Great. So, this is the Fight Factory Wrestling Anarchy Championship. They said, would I like to go at rolling someone up to win a championship for 4 weeks? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then all I was asked is film as much content with this championship as possible. I then was busy. I then was ill. I've had everything wrong with me. And I've filmed like 3 videos, and I've only just uploaded the second today. So massive apologies to Fight Factory, but I do want to quickly put them over because each year they have an event called Bodyslams to Cancer, which is like their big charity event, and that's coming up. Every year, no matter what, I will make myself free for that show, and I've always promised them that because it's a flipping great cause. It's brilliant. It's everything. I love charity in wrestling. I think, why not? I think wrestling was always for families that didn't have a lot. Wrestling tickets for me should be cheap. Wrestling tickets for me should be about giving back to the community, because that's what wrestling always was. A lot of rich people went to the theatre, a lot of poorer people went to watch wrestling, and Big Daddy and Giant Haystack. So a thing like a charity fundraiser, I will always support. And yeah, this Saturday, I'm not even defending that thing. Well, technically I am, because it's 24/7 rules, but I'm going for the Academy belt, which Mr. Riley Nova held. But what replaced it? So it's this fella, right? I would love to say that this is mine. It is not. It's probably worse saying that this is my mother's.
No, it's not.
No.
I have teddies. It's fine.
Mum has this thing, and it's pretty darn huge. I'm even going to keep it here for the majority, for the rest of it. But yeah, that's up here. It used to be like a little office, this room for me. There's a lot of like behind this shoebox. There's a lot of memorabilia. Photos of me and Adam Bolt and Brady Phillips and Ivy. I've got here my first ever wage in wrestling. Like it's just like a load of like random tat, really. And it's ended up becoming my mum's makeup room because I never go in here apart from podcasts. So at first, when I did my first ever podcast, this room looked incredible. Now it's getting a little bit like a car boot sale. Do you know what I mean? But
if it makes you feel any better, mine's gone the opposite way. When we started doing the podcasts, I was in a dedicated wrestling room. Like, I had belts hung up on the wall, everything. And now I'm in my living room because my children now have that as a playroom. Like, all my belts are off the wall. They're in a cupboard. All my figures are in a cupboard. I'm fuming.
Happens to the best of them. Yeah, my mum's took over this room now. I mean, literally, And do you know what? Even as we're going away from the wrestling here, this is what it's turned into. This is my beautiful desk. It's got like a mirror. It's got hair product.
I just thought that were all for you.
No, in fairness,
I thought Adam Bolt had been round with all that hairspray.
Yeah. No, in fairness, I've got the same one as Adam.
I know you do.
It's the got to be. I've got to promote it. It's fantastic.
Hey, if you're getting paid for promoting them, we want half, yeah?
But I'm not even getting. Do you know what? I once tagged them on Instagram and they said that they don't do brand deals. So, yeah, failed on that one. But no, just that's my hair product, anyways. If anyone wants to know how to get hair like this, just pure hairspray and a brush. That's it. Joey Slade.
Oh, it's fine. I was going to say, if anybody wants hair like this, like postpartum, have 2 babies, like, and then your hair falls out. It's shit. Like, I'm really advocating for motherhood here, aren't I?
You are.
One big advertisement. This is great.
Yeah. Oh god.
No, I absolutely love the first wage and a frame though. That's like, I've got the first run sheet I was ever listed on for announcing, but it's literally folded up in a box. So the fact you've got your first wage and a frame, I mean, fair play for just leaving money there on the wall. Like,
I mean, it's a tenner. I don't think any intruder is going to come in my house and think.
I'm not thinking of intruder.
Tenner.
I'm thinking, you know, when you're at that point in the month before payday and you're really skinned, just like breaking frame and going, right, I'm having that.
Break glass in case of emergencies.
Yeah. It's why I put it in this room. Like I said, I never come in here. So out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? It's one of them. But I mean, I will say this. A tenner is disgusting for a first wage in wrestling. I don't think anyone should ever be paid a tenner ever.
Yeah. You're underselling yourself there, love, for a tenner.
Yeah.
It is one of the... It's something me and Gav speak about quite a bit. Like, obviously, with us putting on a wrestling show for our wedding, we found out a lot about what people are asking for pay-wise. And it amazes me the amount, like, how little some of the best talents in the country are getting paid. And it's scandalous. Like, everybody should be being paid more, but the companies aren't making enough to pay them, because they're trying to keep the tickets cheap. So it's that sort of...
Catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that catch-22 of making it available for everyone and keeping the tickets cheap, but that then means there's not a lot in the pot to pay everybody.
And America back down as well. Like, America, you'll see so many more people selling merch and, like, able to make actual money off merch. In Britain, you get a dingy little, like, hobbycraft table, you know, like, one that you'd probably like do some painting on, that's got like 1 8x10 of you and maybe a t-shirt if you're lucky, and yeah, you don't make any money.
You do make money if me and Lauren do the merch for you.
Do you know what? Maybe that's it. I've just got to bring you lot around to all my bookings selling my merch. It's
what we do. We're good at that shit.
Well, that blue one, I will take it. Because that championship's gorgeous. I'm saying this.
It is a beautiful championship.
Same colour as this, is it not? Would it not look good around the, you know?
You'll have to petition JC to challenge for it. I do believe it's going to be different at True Grit. So
yeah, you'd have to be music for it. But yeah, you crack on, love.
Whoever wants to, if you're watching this and you've got lots of money, sponsor it. Can that happen?
Yeah, we're happy. If you sponsor them a match, like, crack on. You have to do it under your name and hot tag, but yeah, crack on. You feel free.
Spend your money and I'll put on a banger or something, maybe.
It has to be a death match if you're involved, though, mate.
Only if you have your dog toy on you. Like that.
It's not mine.
It's not.
No.
But do you want to explain the context of this?
Right, so for anybody that goes to any shows will know. I can't. Right. You will know the leader of the Crazy Train, Lunatic Louis, and his mum, Janine. And basically, me and Lauren message Janine quite often. And she sent us both a message today telling us that she purchased a dog toy for her dog. And her husband did not like it because of what it looks like, and I can't believe I'm putting this on. Oh, hang on, I need to turn my brightness down again.
Sorry, Louis. I love you, Janine.
Sorry, Louis.
Yeah.
That's sorted. Oh my god.
That is cracking. What more do you want from a dog toy?
Yeah.
Maximum pleasure is more fun.
Oh, no, I can't. Oh my god.
You're now corrupting a child.
Bump on a kumite.
It's only just legal. Come on, Jamie.
Sorry. This is what I do, apparently. This is why I'm an asshole, okay? I do things like this because I forget how young people are.
Right, well, seeing as how we're talking about the Hot Tag Championship, should we have a quick video from Hot Tag while Jamie while Jamie composes herself? We'll have a quick video about the Toil Rumble and we'll be back with you in just a minute. That was our Toil Rumble advert. So we have now launched the Toil Rumble. We are in full Toil Rumble season. Our first event will be Comic-Con MCM, where we will have Fifi and Kev, who will be down in cosplay for Comic-Con. And we've got True Grit, we've got Infamous, we've got Wrestle Island. There's loads of shows. We will be at, members of the Hot Tag family will be there collecting toys to donate to local charities. So hope you watch the video. If you come into any of the shows mentioned, do bring us some toys and come and give Joey and the Razine some shit at True Grit.
See, we're saying this, right? But watch this one go after we've finished the fucking Toil Rumble because we're that bad with scheduling.
No, I'm going to make sure I put this one out during Toil Rumble now.
What? Bring them dog toys. What's the mom just got hundreds of those dog toys?
Right, and we wonder why I've now got a drink, okay? We wonder why.
Yeah,
Joey's turning me to drink. I don't even drink.
I've got shot glasses up here.
Are we getting pissed, Joey? Is that what this is? It's turned into the drinking podcast.
That's it. This is it.
That's my job.
He's legally old enough to drink now, though, so it's all right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll have to go. You'll have to go on Harley's podcast next. That's my husband. Because his is called Blood, Sweat and Beers. And it's normally just deathmatch shit, but you've technically kind of had a deathmatch now. Not as...
I mean, it was originally billed as a deathmatch, and then we realised on what the audience is going to be and what venue we were at, and we were like, we should probably turn this down a notch. So yeah, I mean, the match was going to be no different. Like, me and Alton had discussed beforehand, it wasn't going to be any more gruesome than it was. So,
oh, it's a shame. Do you know, the one thing I'm really paid off about, and it's not even your fault, it's how the tax didn't even stick into you properly.
And I wanted that.
I know, that's why it annoys me, because you told me specifically how much you wanted to land in the tax properly. And then it didn't stick.
Yeah, I don't want people thinking, this Joey's half-arsed it. I wanted to go in and do it properly, and I feel like I failed.
You didn't fail, it's not your fault.
You have another one, doesn't it, really? Like,
you do need to have another one. But maybe this time be on a team with Alton rather than...
I was going to say, we need a Hellbound versus someone else deathmatch.
BT2.
No, this is what should
BT2.
happen. What should happen is at some point down in the storyline with the regime, you should go back to Hellbound and have like Hellbound versus the regime as a full-on death match.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I can't agree to that. JC will kill me.
Yeah. I mean, look how long I've been trying to just be a proper part of the regime. I still think, right, I call myself a member of the regime. I still don't think JC officially says I am. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe if you ask him, he does. But I don't know. I just kind of get that impression from him that I'm not.
We had him on the podcast and we were talking about the regime because we did mention
Franklin's the best matcher.
Joey was hiding in the cupboard, even though he wasn't there, because you then said no, he's the footstool. And no, he said nice things about you. You'll have to watch the podcast because I genuinely can't remember.
I mean, I've got nothing nice to say about JC. I mean, he's one of the best promoters in the world. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Look at what he's created. Magic. It's magic, it is. But
have you seen his Boris skits?
right, fun fact, right? Fun fact. A young Joey Slade has been in the audience for a Boris Kozlov match.
That's
A
amazing.
young Joey Slade. Remember Boris Kozlov? I've actually got a photo of me and JC from years ago. It's why he actually
JC told us about this.
Yeah, it's the photo from years ago. So he was JC Thunder at that specific show, but I saw him beforehand. I think he might have been against Joseph Connors. But it was a company that I worked for called Megaslam. I'm pretty sure it was Megaslam. It might have been another one of the camp shows. But they attempted to run the Royal Concert Hall in Nottingham, which is a huge venue. I mean, I would be a little bit sweaty if like even a Rev Pro tried to run that now. I think it'd be a struggle for someone to run with niche Nottingham is. But yeah, there was about 20 people in a 2,000 person building. The wrestling ring was on the stage. I was like the front row. And yeah, I saw Boris Kozlov wrestle. It was brilliant.
Jamie was a huge fan of Boris Kozlov.
Genuinely, he sent me the link to his YouTube, and genuinely, I went upstairs because we'd just finished filming. I went upstairs. I told my husband, I went, turn the TV off. You need to see this. And we literally sat. We could have put it on the TV, but no, we literally sat with my phone in front of us, just watching all the videos that he'd done. Me and him were howling. It was incredible.
Have you ever watched the Adam Bolt origin stories videos?
No.
I'll have to link you them after the show.
Yes,
but
you will.
Have you not seen them then?
I don't know anything about Adam Bolt. He is like a superstar, and he has a security member called Jackie T. Jackie T has been many things throughout the years. He's been a clown, well, metaphorically.
Still is a clown.
Still is, yeah.
Well, at one point, now I think he's like an actual legit security force. I think at first a lot of the fans saw him as a joke, whereas now he's kind of built himself enough to be an actual manager. I mean, they've got matching gear. They look phenomenal. But there is a specific, I think it's 4 or 5 videos that is all built around Adam Bolt buying Jackie T a McDonald's. And it is only because at Christmas, Adam gives Jackie T this bear spray, even though it's just like whipped cream. And Jackie T sprays it all over Ivy by mistake, thinking that she's a bear. And she bats both to the point where they're so hurt, the only thing that would cure them is a McDonald's, which is fantastic in itself. What a concept.
Right, why the fuck did Adam and Jackie not bring this up on the podcast when we had one with them?
Because this has only got like 200 views. I've had to go deep diving for this. But it's that famous, everyone used to go on about years ago. It's the same company that did the show in the cave. Do you know the one that everyone like got ill at? And like, that's the one. But there's a whole origin story on their YouTube channel. I think they've even got a playlist dedicated to it. So
after this, you need to send me it.
Oh, 100%. Easy. Done.
It's going to be another night where I'm just sitting in my bedroom crying with laughter, isn't it?
I mean, you've already got one bottle. May as well keep it going. It's a Wednesday.
This is the only bottle I've got of mine in the house. Like, I don't drink.
It's about to say it's hump day. You've got to celebrate hump day. I don't know why.
What day?
Hump day. It's Wednesday.
Oh.
Middle of,
Gav just like, what?
I knew like 2 months ago. Now I celebrate every hump day. Brilliant.
That just sounds really wrong coming from a 19-year-old.
It's all them in fitness Instagrammers like use it to like show their humps now. But the actual hump day, the official one, is just the middle of the week for those people that didn't know. Education with a 19-year-old. There you go.
I'm genuinely chuffed with how much Adam Bolt's talked about on every podcast.
Yeah, genuinely, I think Adam Ball's name has been mentioned on everyone.
Adam Bolt has come up pretty much.
To be fair, I'm surprised it's not me bringing. Usually, PL Dotson and Adam Bolt are the 2 names that come out of my mouth, guaranteed.
Oh, legitimately, I love theme parks. That's my thing outside of wrestling. I love theme parks. Adam is currently at Universal Orlando, and he's bought me a Terrifier t-shirt from the Universal Park.
Aww.
So I've got to speak nice about him. I've got to speak nice about him, because if I don't, he'll be
Could have
upset.
set fire to that shirt with you in it.
Oh,
Him and Brady have just been training with Natty and TJ. Like, oh my god.
I mean, Jackie were there as well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jackie looks like he's literally running to the picture at the last second.
I mean, I know that Adam wanted to go, but the last time he was still trying to get the invite, and like, it was all up in the air. So to see that they've actually been is flipping unreal. Wow.
Do I question this? My husband's just handed me this. I don't know what it is.
I mean, it's a beer of some sort. It's got to be.
What is it?
Try it first.
Oh, for God's sake.
Down it, down
I
it,
die.
down it. We like to drink with Jamie because Jamie is a.
I wouldn't do that with it.
Oh, God, no, I'm not.
What you drinking?
I don't know.
That's brilliant. This is incredible. I'm having a
I
blast.
don't know what it is, but it tastes all right, so I'm going to drink it. What is it? Hang on. Is the mixer Strongbow?
Yeah.
What's the other alcohol?
Jack Daniel's Blackberry.
So basically, it's Jack
Oh,
Daniel's Blackberry and Strongbow. So there's no actual non-alcoholic mixer in it.
No, it's a cider and black, but I've just changed the black for more booze. That's vaguely black flavoured.
Probably double the strength of a normal snake bite now.
That tastes fucking incredible.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
I mean, this is great.
Oh, this is going to be the first podcast where I'm drinking on it, and poor Joey's just going to see me just go downhill. Yeah. Oh no, he's going to tell JC and he'll be like, "Do not bring that motherfucker back as a medic." Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this woman is responsible for you when you're in the ring.
Yeah, very, very
Yeah,
true.
but I drive to every show, so I don't partake in any alcohol.
Colin, nice speaking about driving. What's going on here?
Fuck it, pay for me an hotel. Tell JC to add it to my expenses. I'll get pissed with you all. It's fine.
Brilliant.
Actually, does taste really nice, but I'm going to finish my Bacardi Breezer because
One at a time.
this shit is. Last time I drank this shit, it was about the same year you were born. Maybe even longer, actually.
Wow. God.
You forget I'm old. I'm 35. I'm fucking old.
No, you're not.
Contradicting. You said earlier that 35 wasn't that old, so which one is it?
I can say what the fuck I want. It's my age. Sometimes I feel still young. Other times I feel old as shit. It's fine.
When it comes to wrestling, I think I'm like mid-age when it comes to wrestling. Like, as soon as you hit 10 years, you're 45. Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing what I found in wrestling. It doesn't matter how old you are. Everyone, we think we're the same age.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're on the young end of it or the old end of it. Everyone is like just a conglomeration of somebody in like the late 20s.
There is a really weird age blindness in wrestling, and I think experience level shines out more within groups and conversations and everything than your actual age does.
Yeah.
It's really, really strange because you get some people who have started wrestling at like 35 and they're not the elder wise person of the group, and it's really odd.
Yeah, very weird. Like, I've been given the chance to teach at House of Pain, which is flipping awesome. And it's weird sometimes that I'm a 19-year-old, sometimes even 18-year-old when it was a year ago, teaching a room full of people that are like twice my age. It's like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? But it's so cool that, like, wrestling gives you that opportunity, though.
Yeah, it does. It is weird. Like, it must be weird for you guys being, you know, in that mindset anyway. If, you know, you're 19 and you could be facing somebody who's like 36, but like, it's weird for me. I don't know if it's like this for you, Lauren, because we've not actually had this discussion before, but because obviously we're around all these mix of people, and like sometimes we give lifts to some of them, you know, or we're looking after them, doing whatever. Like, you do the merch side of it, I do obviously the first aid. And then when they say how old they are, because somehow it randomly comes up, every time I go, well, you're fucking lying. Like, I genuinely cannot fathom how, like, who is it? Like, Fel, prime example. We were having a random discussion about something, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. And I said something, and he just looked at me really blank. And I went, surely you have to know what that is. And he went, no. I went, how fucking old are you? And he was like 22. I went, oh, fuck right off. Like, no. Brain did not, like, no. Yeah. So I was like, right, no, can't even. And like, you being 19, I'm like, no.
What gets me is that, like, Liam could be my son.
Yeah.
Liam Carr could literally be my son, age-wise. That's me having 20.
To be fair, most of them could be my child.
Crazy.
Yeah, technically you could be, because, you know, I'm from Doncaster, and at the age I am now, I should be a grandma.
Oh, yeah. Valid. Do you know what? Valid.
Yeah, but my kids are 3 and 5, so if they're making me a fucking grandma, I'm worrying.
Not far off for Doncaster, though, is it?
No, not really. No.
I love it. Yeah, right.
I'm really sorry. You probably didn't hear this. My husband has just walked through the room and gone, fucking Hair Bear Bud creeping in the darkness scared the shit out of me. He's talking about our daughter.
What's that? Playing Pokemon, I looked up and she's just stood there staring at me.
Don't have kids. Don't have kids, Joey.
Do you know, I'm gonna avoid it, I think. You know.
I tell you what, right? You've
done it again. She was halfway down the pissing stairs.
You're privileged, right? Because I don't think I've ever brought my children to a show that you have been on.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, just wait for that day that happens, mate.
It's gonna happen soon, I'm sure.
It probably will, but genuinely, like, they are insane. Like, the last show I took my daughter to was Salford City Wrestling, which was what date was that?
Last Friday.
Last Friday. And the first match was Harley Harris, somebody you know very well, and Natalie Sykes. To which my child decided to go and start attacking Natalie Sykes. Literally throwing hands at her and everything. I'm like, Harley's just like, shall I just tag her in? I'm like, yeah, crack on.
Yeah, Nat was literally sat up on the turnbuckle and Alana ran up and just slapped her on the leg and ran away.
Do you know what? Harley's another one that, like, my God, she's flipping getting everywhere at the moment. Flip me, like, it's so sick. And she's also another one where it's like, it's so weird that I'm friends with her, given the age difference.
Who's that?
And
Harley Harris.
I'm very much a baby when it comes to Hellbound. Like, the other 3 members have got years on me when it comes to life. But, like, and a lot of them have got years on me. I think it's only David Grant that I've wrestled longer than, in terms of, like, wrestling age. Apart from that, Alton Thorne has always been a veteran in my eyes from my training school. Same with Harley. But all of them, like, Harley especially, is on an absolute run of her lifetime at the moment, and it's great. Like, going to Salford, like, just went there by herself. Do you know what I mean?
See, I'd never heard of Harley up until 2 or 3 years ago when I found her in Hellbound. And it surprised me when I found out how long she'd been around, because it's only very recently she's literally just gone and skyrocketed.
Oh, she's a good wrestler. So I pointed out to who's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Knows her as, oh, that's the good wrestler. Like, Harley is. She's fantastic.
I think she's one of the most improved wrestlers in the past 5 years, especially.
100%.
Like, the way that she's just elevated, and she's always been brilliant, but she's always doubted herself confidence-wise. Whereas now, she's getting there with the confidence, and I mean, it's just showing in the ring. I mean, I think we've all said this when it's come to Hellbound. I know I've spoke a lot about the regime, but Hellbound especially has all given us so much motivation, each and every one of us. Alton Thorne needed an image when it came to deathmatch stuff. He had the nettles, he had the weapon of choice, but he didn't have the brand. Hellbound was that brand for him. David Grant, I think, is my favourite case of anyone at Hellbound. David Grant absolutely started to hate wrestling, wanted nothing to do with it, got quite a bad reputation for being lazy and just didn't seem like he wanted to be there. And he's said himself, and we've all noticed it, Hellbound has gave David Grant that purpose again in wrestling. And David Grant's another one that, my God, has improved so much. And then me, I was a comedy wrestler for so many years, which I love the comedy, but I wanted an escape from it, and I didn't know how to transition. And what Hellbound gave me was that opportunity to go, right, this isn't like a funny little gang. This is legit. And I've got to, if I go to a show like Kumite, I can't make Alton Thorne look like a joke, because Alton Thorne is the hero of Kumite. He's the homegrown talent. So it helped me in that way. And Harley especially, just going from that woman's wrestler that was brilliant to now the heavy hitter, going to the hardcore Harley. That image of Hellbound suits her so well.
Yeah.
Gone from every other generic woman on the scene, which is fantastic, but didn't have her own distinct thing, to now having that thing that sets her apart. And I think Hellbound is just so great for that. We've all learned and improved and equally helped each other, whether that's in the ring or out the ring. And yeah, a lot of love for Hellbound.
There's a lot of love from us for Hellbound. Like, I mean, for me and my other half, the black and green is just instant attraction. Yeah. Like, Gav's a massive Typo Negative fan, which is all like bright green. So as soon as he sees anything like that, he's like, "Ooh, shiny!" But yeah, it is one of those.
And Alton's just one of the best gentlemen of the ring I've ever met.
Oh, Alton to me is the biggest. He's a walking contradiction. Yeah. Like, without being mean, Alton looks like he could have crawled out from under a piece of cardboard in a bus shelter on some days. Like, with the beard and the way he comes to the ring with the baggy jeans and he is the loveliest, most educated gentleman.
He's going to hate you for saying that.
What?
He's going to hate you for saying that. The lovely, most educated gentleman. He's going to hate that.
But
that's got to be a new moniker. The educated gentleman.
But he is. Like, he's such a walking contradiction. You see this guy walking along, dragging this bin bag full of nettles. Like, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then you actually talk to him and you're like, actually, you're so lovely.
Yeah. Alton, for me, has always been one of my biggest supporters. Like, in terms of everything. I remember it was a message that my mum got when I first started, and I think I did a show, and I wasn't even a wrestler, I was just a manager, and Alton Thorne said, "A lot of big names are talking about your son," and the names were Alex Gracie, who was on What Culture Pro Wrestling, Johnny Concrete, who was the person that I was kind of like the mini me to for years, he helped me a lot, Joseph Connors and Gabriel Kidd and him. And when it came to House of Pain, none of them names at the time were as big as they are now. like you say, Joe Connors and Gabe Kidd, and it's like, whoa, that's flipping huge. At the time, they were the veterans of House of Pain, and they were the veterans of What Culture, but they hadn't had that WWE or New Japan experience. But for me to hear that those names were talking about me in a positive light meant so much to me. And Owen Thorne was always a person that would tell me and encourage me on how he thought I was talented. And it really did mean a lot. And the one thing he messaged my mum is, don't let him quit, because we all want to get in the ring with him one day. And I've made sure out of everything, that's one of the messages that I always go back to. He was a day one supporter, and he's gave me some of my biggest advice in wrestling. He gave me this advice, which I will pass on to anybody that ever asks me for any advice. And that is, if you want to get booked for something, you've got to do it yourself. For years, we had this Twitter feud that no one really gave a toss about. No one really cared about it. But we annoyed people because every day we post something about each other. Every day we keep going and going and going until a promoter finally went, fine, we'll book you. And then that happened. That was in Doncaster in front of about 10 people, 2 of them being my mum and my dad. And then we thought, right, 10's not enough. We kept going and going and going until fine. And then it was 50 people, a lot of them being his family and my family. But we didn't want to stop there, and we kept going and going and going. And now we've got to do it on True Grit. In his preferred match, in my preferred company, with the lights and the production and the Triller TV subscriptions and the partnership deals. And that is what's really cool to me. And I think his feedback has been some of the most valuable lessons for me. And once again, he's just the most giving guy when it comes to that. He would always do stuff to make him look good. Of course he has to. Like, he's going to flip in Australia. He has to have that image. He has to have that brand about him. But he will help you so much. And yeah, everything that you've said about him, I think, although he doesn't want to hear it, he needs to sometimes. I think he doesn't get half the proper love that he deserves.
I think my favourite thing about him is my favourite thing about a lot of my favourite people in wrestling, and it's something that you don't often get within wrestling, and it's the honesty. There's no a spade's a spade.
Yeah.
Like, whether you've done something wrong or you've done something right, he will come out and tell you. And if you've done something wrong, he'll explain to you why it's wrong and how to fix it.
Yeah.
And that is, there's too many people that either pussyfoot around and don't want to tell you that you're wrong, and they'll kind of try and be like, oh, well, it was we could have improved this, like, or they'll just go and bitch about you behind your back, or they'll just go, well, that was shit, and fuck off and not explain to you. Like, having someone that's that straight down the middle and just being like, this is how it is, good or bad, it's a really, really positive quality. And like you say, he doesn't get enough of the props that he should do.
And very, very much, David Grant is another one of them people that is very much says it how it is. And Grant is, once again, a lot of the things that people don't see is the kind of behind the scenes stuff. A lot of people associate Hellbound naturally with Alton. I think Alton and Harley are the 2 biggest advocates for it. I think my biggest booking is True Grit right now, and obviously I'm not doing the Hellbound stuff there. So the next big thing is Alton Thorne and Harley at Kumite and other places. But David Grant may not be in as many places as the rest of us, may not be in front of many people's, eyes, may not be on the biggest stages. But David Grant, and what he's fantastic for, is bringing us all together when it comes to the group chat, checking in on us, making sure that we're all okay. Just a general day-to-day laugh, but equally having fun. I think because we've brought that fun out of him and made him enjoy wrestling again, he also makes sure that we all have fun too. And I think a lot of the thing with people like Alton Thorne, people like Harley, people like me, we want to always deliver in front of an audience. We want to deliver on a show. And sometimes we forget to just take that moment to breathe, look around, see the audience and go, wow, this is our dreams. This is what we've wanted to do. We want to entertain. And David Grant always makes us realise we deserve to be where we are, and equally we should have fun doing what we do. And I thought, give everyone their flowers individually there, but yeah, all of Hellbound have an important part, and all of their characters fit exactly with what you're saying. The honesty, the kindness, the humbleness, everything. And then in the ring, they can flip and kick ass and look badass. And that's, incredible.
I've never had somebody on this podcast be so fucking nice.
I can be horrible if you want. I can.
No, it's great. Like, because, like I say, everybody knows I'm an asshole and I will be a dick. But yeah, I genuinely can't be a dick about that, like, at all, because I fucking agree with it.
Thank you. I honestly, like, I think a lot of people, and I put a tweet out the other day, a lot of people go to social media to be negative about wrestling, to moan about what a company's doing, or to moan about, oh, this company has cancelled on the day because of low ticket sales. I want a refund instantly. And not enough people use these platforms like a podcast or social media to say, do you know what? These are my friends. I think they're cool. This is promotions that I enjoy working for. I think they're cool. I think if a lot of people, even if they keep their negative tweets or negative posts, if people put one nice post a day, the world would be a better place.
Oh, I completely agree. Like, I've been posting lately about, like, the few companies that I'm lucky to obviously work, like, with, which True Grit's one of them, Salford, TNT, Atomic, you know. And I put a post on basically just to say thank you to those companies, because they've took a chance on somebody that doesn't wrestle, that, you know, is a loudmouth, that, you know, can be a bit of a dick a lot of the time. But yet they've gone, no, you're all right. You can be in a group of weirdos with us, and, you know, you kind of fit there. We'll have you there. And you kind of realize very soon in wrestling, I think, that in the outside world, you might be a weirdo, you might be a loner, you might be, you know, whatever. But as soon as it comes to wrestling, everyone's the same, and we just have fun, and we're nice to each other, and, you know, we're all friends. We're all a family. A very fucking weird family, but we're all a family.
You're very true with that. And I think that with all the horror stories that they are in wrestling, and I mean, I've got my own, I've got promoters or promotions that have been wrong to me. And I think as much as I'd love to give time and energy talking about that, not enough people give time and energy in what they love and showing appreciation, like you said, for the companies that really give you a chance. A place like True Grit, where I was only 16 at the time, and they thought, you know what, we'll give him a chance not only to have a match against Sean Only and answer his open challenges that he was doing at the time, but actually, do you want to be the one to challenge him? Do you want to do a promo for us? And, you know, that was my greatest skill, was speaking. So as soon as they allowed me the opportunity to do that, I knew that I was going to be fine. And these little promotions that give you, even the stag do's, right? People could very easily take that as, oh, yeah, exactly. People could that as, oh, I've not got a match today. I'm rocking up and I'm wrestling this stag do. I flipping love it, because it's these people that, a lot of them are probably fans that don't want to give the time and effort to train to be a proper wrestler, but just for one night, we've gave them something and we've made them feel something, and we've got them to live just a little bit of what we do in life. And I think that's really cool. And equally, the fans then look around and they go, hey, this geezer's dressed as Hulk Hogan, hey, and then it gives everyone a good time. But like True Grit, that's in the interval. Like, most promotions do nothing at the interval. Maybe they do the odd raffle. Every promotion does a raffle, but these little things that, like, you know, these little stag do segments that can just fill these little empty spots and make the show feel like it's continuing, but also give enough people time that if they do want to relax, they can relax, and they can go out for a cigarette, or they can go to the bar for a drink or merch. I think that's really cool. And I think it's nice at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of people say, like, oh, this company's stealing this from another company, whether it's a storyline or a faction or a, you know, an idea like the stag do stuff.
Nothing has been original in wrestling for the past, like, 45 years. Do you know what I mean? I
also know that we can take from other companies the better quality every show could be.
Yeah.
And going back to the thing that I think wrestling should be accessible for everyone, like, financially. If you, let's say there's no shows in your local area and you have to travel an hour, I would much rather every show in the UK be the same, but be a good quality, That means that no matter where you live, you can travel within an hour's distance and have a good, solid show. No matter whether the storylines are the same, no matter whether the production's the same, or it's the same type of thing or the same layout, like a camp show where it's maybe three singles matches and then a 6-man main event. If everywhere could have that, everywhere's got wrestling that's accessible to them, and they get to see people for cheap, and they get to have great entertainment. I mean, I went to the cinema yesterday, and £16.50 was a slush puppy and popcorn. And then the cinema ticket comes on top of that, and then I went out for a meal with my mate beforehand. All of a sudden, it's 50 quid straight away on one person to have a good night. And that's, 2 hours. Equally, a wrestling show is 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. And you can get that some places for a fiver, for a tenner, for 25 quid. That's half the price of cinemas and theatres and stuff like that. And that's what I love about wrestling. If I can try and make myself available and accessible for everyone, whether that is doing a show like Bodyslams to Cancer that is for a charity cause, and all that people have to do is donate to be able to see me wrestle, and I still deliver each time. I will never lower my quality, even if I get paid less, even if it's for charity, even if it's for this or that or whatever reason. I just want wrestling to be accessible for everyone. I think that's my main thing that I would love for wrestling in general. I went on a mad tangent there, but
I don't care. I've just realised, though, I can't hate Joey anymore. Like, regardless of him being in the regime or not, I cannot hate you at all, you little shit.
Go on, that's the reaction.
Well, I feel like that would be a really good point to end the show. However, Jamie's going to be really mad that we've spoken so much about wrestling. So before we do, either give me the maddest, weirdest opportunity that wrestling has brought you, or the weirdest thing you collect.
Oh, I don't know whether I collect anything weird. I'll give you two very quickly. Collect. I've got a piece of wood from a roller coaster. That's pretty flipping weird. That's bizarre.
What roller coaster?
It's the Wild Mouse from Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
I love that roller coaster.
It was £25, and I thought, what a bargain! I'm buying that. Yeah, and I think just some of the weirdest opportunities is just like some of the places you visit, like the proper pinch me moments. Like it doesn't sound weird; it sounds pretty normal. But like this summer, I've wrestled at seaside towns that I've been on holiday to, and I think that's so bizarre. It's like when I was a kid, I was watching the entertainment, and now I am the entertainment. Or like people like I met Eddie Hall in wrestling, the world's strongest man, and it's like, what when in life are you going to be sat backstage talking to Eddie Paul whilst you're in your pants and he's in his pants? You know what I mean? You're a bodybuilder. Yeah, like what? When are you going to get that chance?
So we're basically ending this podcast on the image of Joey and Eddie Hall sat in their pants.
Yeah, talking about Lucasades and how many he drinks.
Oh, I love it.
Right. How many Lucasades he has compared to how many white monsters get consumed at wrestling shows.
That's it.
Still, I have never drunk a white monster.
No, me neither, but it's all you ever see backstage.
That is true. Right, I am very conscious on time now because Joey might still have a bedtime being a child still.
Whoa, come on.
I had to get one in, all right? I had to get one in. I'd hurt my soul if I didn't. So, Joey, I'm going to give you this minute. Just give everyone your socials, where they can follow you on social media or whatever. Don't be too particular with dates because, again, we're very unprofessional. We don't know where this is going to come out.
I'm after I get married next Friday.
Oh, valid. Yeah, happy. Have a wonderful wedding, by the way. Wicked.
You didn't ask my Pokemon question.
I've just been told off. Apparently, I didn't ask my husband's Pokemon question. What's your Pokemon question?
If it could be a Pokemon, which one would it be?
Okay, if you could be a Pokemon, which one would it be?
Right. I opened a pack for my mate the other day, and apparently I earned him 300 quid. Like, I got some rare ones or something. But the only card I wanted from his collection, there's one called Seal. And it's like a little seal with his tongue stuck out like that. That's
We
what I
have that card, because if we do, I'm taking it to Joey when we're next to True Grit.
I've got the card. I've got it. I've got
Fuck you then. I was going to be nice.
no. I've that.
Right, this is going to cut us off now because we don't pay for the premium shit. So do you want to get your shit in quickly or not?
And maybe it might have an underscore at the end. Maybe it won't. I also talk Joey Wrestler as well. If you want to see me dance drunk whilst watching Ollie Murs live, that's the only place you can find that clip.
I've seen that.
I was hammered.
On that note, before we get cut off, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Joey, for your time today. Please like, subscribe. We'll see some more. And yeah, go on.
Very G.
Goodbye, everybody.